Yes, I have listened to Donda. Yes, I have listened to Certified Lover Boy. There's a reason I didn't review them in the end. I knew there was going to be this competition, and even if the albums were complete and utter crap, people were still going to be like, Drake did better, or Kanye did better. You know, there's that whole beef going on, so Kanye released his record a week before, or as he said, it was leaked by his record label, not him, and then Drake releases Certified Lover Boy a week later, and they're both getting, I guess, decent praise for what it is. To me, if you want my opinion, again, they're just both over-bloated rap albums that really don't leave a whole lot for the ear to love. I mean, it's just a lot of filler. We're talking, what, 48, almost 50 songs? Combine these two records, and there might be like 6 that are even worth listening to. Like Kanye's, he goes back on that whole gospel thing, which, you know, is fine. It's just like, you know, he did it on Jesus is King, there's no problem with that. And there were some songs that I was jamming to, but for the most part, I'm left there going, this is it? This is what we were hyping over this whole time? This was this 27 album abomination of filler? Even the album cover's just a black screen. There's no album art. It's just like, did you even try with anything on this? And then, you know, Drake comes out with Certified Lover Boy, which has been teased for a while, and again, it's just a regular Drake album. It's an album that has too much on it. I mean, Scorpion had 25 songs, I think it was a double album, and it just was like, why do you need this much material in one album? Like, going over 15 takes a real risk, because at least when you have 15 songs, if about 75% of the album is good, then it's listenable. But once you start getting over that plateau, your record is more likely to be less and less enjoyable, because I'm sorry, but there's just no way that 21 songs, 27 songs, there's just no way that a majority of it's good, or that any of it is good at all, because it just seems like you're throwing everything you put on there. And I think, too, with Kanye's record, it sounds unfinished. Like, I don't think this thing is still done. People are saying this is the real record. In my head, I'm like, I don't want to think so. I think it is, but part of me just believes that the real record is still out there being held by Kanye as he gets ready to release the real thing, because we know how he can be with his album rollouts. He doesn't really release singles anymore. He kind of does this where he's like, my album's coming out this day, and then it doesn't, then it's this day, and then it doesn't, then it's this day, and then it doesn't, then, oh, all of a sudden, it's leaked, oh my god, without my permission, and then it just, you know, tailgates into something else, where with Drake, we've known about this, it's been canceled a bit, not canceled, but pushed back, and it just, I think it's the art of overhyping things. Like, yes, Drake had a reason for postponing his album back, but it just seemed like the other times that he did it, it was to hype up the release for this record. And then when he heard about Kanye's Donda potentially coming out around the same time as his, he was like, alright, I'm gonna drop it. Like, it just seems like a coincidence, like it's some sort of game that these two are playing. Is their beef real? I'm not saying that it's not, but it seems like they both planned this out fairly well, because they knew that people were gonna tune in and listen, people were gonna talk about it, make it the topic at hand, and they were gonna, you know, be like, who's better, which one of the two? And frankly, I don't care. Neither of those records are great. They're not good. No, not at all. I think Drake gets like a 3, and Kanye's gets like a 3. They're probably the same exact thing, you know, just, I can't do it with something like this anymore. It just gets so annoying. Like, once I saw what Kanye was doing, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be an underwhelming record. It was the same thing with Jesus is King. It just, you go into it expecting a lot, because it was hyped up so much, and we had been waiting for it, and then you're just left going, oh, well, okay. Stop trusting the hype of what Kanye West is doing, because you're just going to be left underwhelmed in a way. And people always look at it, what was it, I like that meme where it's like, oh, Pitchfork ranked Peppa Pig's record higher than Donda, and you know what? I've never heard that Peppa Pig record, but maybe it's got more catchier shit on it, and it isn't as big and bloated as the 27-track abomination of Donda, and I wouldn't be surprised if Pitchfork had it ranked better than Drake's new record, because, I mean, and even the cover of Drake's record, I know I mentioned Kanye's record was nothing, the album art, at least Drake tried, but it's just a bunch of pregnant women emojis, and I get the meaning behind it, but it's just like, really? again, we're using emojis for an album cover. That's how low we've stooped now with this. Like, I don't know. Like, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, I know Kendrick Lamar came back in a rap feature, but if he were to just drop an album right then and there right now, I don't think it would save the state of rap in 2021, because so much bad shit in that genre has come out this year that it's just been like, it's been a train wreck, and him, Eminem, whatever, none of the like good ones would be able to save it at this point. It's just kind of done. Unless you're Tyler the Creator or Brockhampton, rap has been a bad year. And I know what people are gonna say. Drake and Kanye's records are getting plays. They're number one and number two for the most part. I get it, but just remember that that doesn't mean that an album is good because it's getting plays. That just means people want to listen to it because of the hype of what happened, and now the beef between Drake and Kanye. They want to see whose album is better. This has nothing to do with, oh, they wanted to listen to it in the first place. A lot of people probably could have gave two shits about Kanye's record, but Drake came in and saved the day by announcing that his record was going to come out a week later, and now everybody was like, oh, I got to see who won this beef. You know, it just is how it is, especially in the rap game. So there you go. That's what I think about Donda. That's what I think about Certified Lover Boy in a way. I know I said I was taking a break from music content for a little bit, but I wanted to talk about this and just give you my 2 cents before you ask me, oh, where's the review for this? Where's the review for that? Because I didn't care enough. I listened to those records, and then I just didn't care enough to make a review because I'm like, see, I'm just going to end up saying the same thing to both of them, you know, about the whole beef with each other and how these are over-bloated records that really don't do anything. It just would be the same repetitive thing, so I figured, why not just talk about it here and then, and that's my 2 cents overall with this. You can tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Do you agree with me? What do you disagree with me on? And just what are your thoughts overall? But until then, stay safe out there, wear your mask, get vaccinated, and I will catch you all in the next one.